I was very outgoing, very determined. Maybe I didn't listen, or maybe I appeared to be a child who didn't listen as much, but I truly believed that I could tell myself what to do.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Beauty and You podcast, a safe place created for all women to come relax. Join us as we dive into the true meaning of rediscovery through inspiring guests and topics such as healing, self-love, and creating a positive mindset. So sit back, relax, and get comfortable as we dive into this week's episode. Here's your host, Quita Mack.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Beauty and You podcast. I'm super excited for today. I know you're getting ready to learn so much and just how to really become who you are and learn from the product of your experiences. Our guest today is amazing, and I'm very, very honored that she flew all the way here to sit on the couch with me. Dr. Moore, welcome to the Beauty and You podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm excited that you're here.
Yes.
Like, I really, really am. I don't take it lightly, and just thank you for trusting me with your journey as well. Mm-hmm. So before we dive in, I want you to tell the audience a little bit more about yourself and where you came from.
Well, I am from Chicago, Illinois. Grew up on the south side of Chicago. Inglewood is the area, but I currently live in Indiana, but grew up my high school years in Chicago. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm in Indiana, Cherville, Indiana.
Awesome.
Yeah.
When we talked during our pre-interview, I joked and said that could have been the interview right there, because I think your story is so empowering and super important that women hear your story, but not just any women of color, hear your story and know that if you can do it, they can do it too. So kind of walk me through a little bit of, I call it your rediscovery journey, and kind of what led you to what you're doing even today.
So once I graduated school and really dived into my profession, which is psychology, mental health is my background, I went in super excited, eager, a new clinician, ready to save the world, but quickly realized it's nothing like the book work. Nothing like the book work that you go through during school, but still necessary. So not only was my education important, but my experiences were important too. And so as a Black female, you go in extra hard. You want to exceed, you want to outperform, and you feel like you have to make it, to be promoted, to be seen. And with that comes a lot of stress, a lot of physical pain, a lot of mental torment, just a lot of things go along with that. And somewhere along the line, I realized that I was living a version of myself that was not familiar to me. It wasn't who I wanted to be. And I didn't feel comfortable enough early in my journey to be myself. You know, you couldn't laugh at work. You had to look a certain way. You had to act a certain way. But it got to a point where I realized, who says that? Yeah. Who said so? Who told me that I had to do these things? And I didn't want to conform anymore. And I call that splitting image, where you are being someone who you are not designed to be to fit in, to avoid rejection, to avoid failure. And so for me, it was that moment in my career, and it was maybe just in the last decade. So it wasn't that long ago where I decided who I am is enough. Who I am is perfect. I am excellent in all the things that I do. So if you can't accept that, this is not the space for me.
Yes. I love that.
Yes.
I love that. And that's similar to part of my journey as well. And I feel like I say society did this. Like, it's society's impression that they left or placed on us, even as Black women, is that we have to act a certain way. We have to code switch. We have to be a certain way to fit in, and we don't want them judging or being in my instance, in some of the work I do, the angry Black woman, if I have an issue, and it's like, no, well, they had the same issue, but when I say it, it's a problem. And so really forming to that. And I found that early too, like, this is not, I'm tired. I'm uncomfortable all day. all day.
Yes.
And that means I'm exhausted by the time I get home. And this is not even who I really am. And I don't want to do this anymore. And so the fact that you were able to realize, like, hold up, what is going on here? Like, why am I doing this? And the courage to change. So let's talk about that. What was it, like, that final straw that was like, I'm going to make this change? And I know it was scary. We'll get to the fear part soon, but talk to me about what it was that was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
So I've always engaged in multiple activities, projects, roles, even jobs at times. Because I've always believed that if you really want to do something, you can. And it's a certain lifestyle that I just like to maintain. And so I have to work it for that.
Yeah.
It doesn't come to me free. But there were some other passions I wanted to pursue. There are some other fears that I wanted to overcome. And I couldn't do that sitting at a 9 to 5 or, working multiple projects or multiple jobs. I couldn't do that. So I've been playing with the idea for at least a year, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what? I'm just going to do it. And one day I just resigned. I just resigned. And I've been known to do that. So here's the interesting part. When I went into my internship, my very first internship, I quit my job to do it. Wow. I had a whole party. I celebrated. It was a quitting your job party.
Oh my God. I love it.
So I've always been a risk taker. I've always betted on myself. And I know that whatever I put my mind to, I will succeed in it. And so I just woke up like, why are you contemplating? Why are you continue to go back and forth with yourself? Just do it. I resigned. So of course I missed that income.
Yeah.
But I've gained so much more freedom, so much more life experiences as a result of that. And now I get to do the things that I love, that I enjoy, connecting with people, sharing stuff that I just would not have had a chance to share before. So this happened maybe last year.
Wow.
This was last year that I decided to just cut ties.
Bet on yourself. It's something about that. I call it, is it good fear? I don't even know what it is, but
Let's go with it.
Let's go with good fear.
It's good
But
fear.
that it's like, okay, this is it. It's either all or nothing. And I know my brain goes, that's like the actions go. And we're working at it.
You know what I want to call it? Let's not call it good fear.
What are we going to call it?
Let's call it faith, trust.
Yeah.
I share with a lot of people. My company is Chrysalis Wellness and Consulting Group, and my foundation is the Chrysalis Foundation. And all of that stems from the butterfly, the transformation of the butterfly. And so let's look at it as when you step into your cocoon, it's dark. You don't know what's there. You don't know what is happening. But when you are in that cocoon, you completely liquefy.
Yeah.
And what a caterpillar knows when it goes in, that it's going to come out beautiful and that it's going to come out transformed. So let's look at it as that faith that you have in that cocoon, and you know that the outcome is going to be what it's supposed to be. So my vision for my end is so great. I haven't even touched the things that I'm going to do in this lifetime. So that's what gives me the courage to do it. It's like, okay, I know that this is for me. God has me, and that He's going to take care of me as long as I stay obedient. So I have to trust that process.
Trust the process and trust yourself and who you are. I love it. I love it. I'm going to bring it back to childhood, because let me tell you why. A lot of what you're saying, I believe, is your mindset. Your mindset is all of this. You trusting God and trusting yourself. Is that something that you can? I didn't have it. I'm going to tell you honestly. As a child, I doubted myself completely, but it was a result of my environment, and I didn't have those individuals pouring into me. I want to talk about your childhood, and do you think that molded your mindset to kind of where you are now?
Oh, I'm sure it did. So I grew up with both parents in my home. In the home, my grandparents were in the home too. So that right there was significant. And my siblings, we are very, very close. But I was so small. I was a tiny sibling. And so part of my upbringing was to be the loud one, to show presence, because my size wasn't sufficient.
Gotcha.
And with that, I was very outgoing, very determined. Maybe I didn't listen, or maybe I appeared to be a child who didn't listen as much, but I truly believed that I could tell myself what to do.
Yeah.
Isn't that something as a kid?
Like, I got that.
I went to church alone. Now, I did grow up in the church, and my parents went to church, but I went to a different church. I decided that I wanted to go to a different church. I went to Shiloh Baptist Church by myself. Then my family did join me in some of those adventures there, but I've always did what people thought I couldn't do. We grew up, like I said, grew up in Inglewood. My older sisters, they went to Inglewood. I said, I'm not going to Inglewood. Why?
Yeah.
Why would I say that?
Yeah.
I didn't go to Inglewood. I picked a school that was on the other side of town. And my father took me every single day. Despite his work commitments. So I've changed the trajectory for my family. And it was just in me. My mother, my father, my sisters, you could do it. You could do it. Even if they didn't feel comfortable doing it themselves, they believed that I could. So I carried that with me.
Yeah. Again, to where you are now, you've always betted on yourself. You've always believed that this is your journey, but it's not my journey. This is your path, but this is not necessarily my path. And I'm going to get to where I'm going to get to my way. So you've always had that in you. You've always carried that.
And they don't compare. Nobody is, we're not comparing each other. If I get to where I need to be, of course you are there too.
See, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And it's something we don't always necessarily see, honestly, within, I won't say our community, but we don't always necessarily see that. I find with my journey, I didn't always have the support. And it took for me being an adult now to kind of understand it was fear, their fear. Like, well, I never did this. I was never able to do that. I don't want you to feel the failure of this. And for me, it's like, no, I can do it. And if I fail, then I don't look at it as that. I look at it as an experience. And I have to come back to the drawing board and say, okay, why did that not work out? And what do I have to do differently to get to where I'm going to? So it maybe didn't work out, but I'm still going to get there. I just got to figure out how I'm going to get there and how I'm going to maneuver. Now my family knows I have the most support, and they kind of understand, like, okay, Quita going to do what she going to do, and she's going to figure it out. And I've noticed that that's one thing they've given me is like, you're going to figure it out. And it's like, absolutely, I'm going to figure it out because I have to. It's just that voice, that little voice inside, or that little feeling that you have. It's like, I have to figure this out, and I'm going to figure this out, and I'm determined to figure this out.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. To just understanding, like, this is the path that we've made for ourselves. It's not easy being an entrepreneur. It's like you almost have to be crazy to be an entrepreneur.
Say it.
And I don't think that everyone, they see the pretty stuff we post or we talk about, but it's hard out here.
It's very hard. It's very hard, and it's very isolating.
Yes.
One of the things I've noticed in this space is that there is not a lot of collaboration. A lot of gatekeeping happens.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's fear that if I share this with you, you'll do something better with it. But yeah, it is isolating. And it is that perception that if you are somewhat successful, or if you are showing that this is easy, then you have it easy. But yeah, they have no idea what goes behind the scene, the blood, sweat, and tears, the crying at night, the deep sighs all the time, the no's that you get every single time you're trying to do something, accomplish something, pursue something. So, I mean, it can get lonely, but you have to connect yourself with a support system. You have to have your own cheerleading team. You have to spearhead that team too, though.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So sometimes I said, you go, girl. I said it to myself.
Yeah.
You go, girl. Oh, yeah, you definitely onto something. To keep yourself motivated. because otherwise it's easy to give up.
Yeah.
Mental health impacts every aspect of life.
It does.
Every aspect across every profession. So you can't really escape that. And so you have to constantly pour into yourself. You have to constantly give yourself grace. You have to constantly treat your mental health as you do your physical health.
And everyone else's. You find yourself, how are you doing? Are you okay? What do you need? What can I do to help you? Those questions, I believe you have to. What do I need? What do I have to do to get myself? I need to be by myself or around just a group of friends that I trust. Like those same questions that we ask everybody else to ensure that they're taken care of, we have to definitely ask ourselves to ensure our cup is just as full and overflowing.
And I talk a lot about authenticity and just being who you are, your whole self, and being accepted for that. And in order to do that, you have to be honest in your communication with others. So I do think you have a responsibility to say when you're not having a good day. You shouldn't just mistreat a person because you had a bad morning. Just say, today is not a good day, or today I'm having a hard time. Just give me about 10 minutes. People can respond and then they'll know, okay, let me step away. She needs a moment. Or they'll know, especially your close friends, if they need to lean in more.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not giving you this moment.
Yep.
Come over here, let's talk.
Yep.
But you have to be okay with owning your bad days. We do not have to be ashamed of depression, anxiety, not feeling so great about ourselves. We just have to be comfortable enough to admit that these are some things that we go through, and everybody goes through them.
Everybody.
Everybody.
That part is everybody. And listen to you talk about the depression and the anxiety. Like that's where my story stems from in creating the HEAL framework, honesty, expression, awareness, and light, is I was ashamed of my depression. I was ashamed of my anxiety. And I was ashamed to tell people that I was having a bad day because that Quita's the strong one was always placed on my shoulders. And I carried it for so long until I couldn't carry it anymore. And that's how all of this even started. It's like, okay, I'm going to talk about me going to therapy. I'm going to talk about my depression and my anxiety and how hard this is and how I want to change the, how my kids see this. I want to talk to them about their feelings and being able to express when they're not having a good day. And Mom, I need a mental health day, and talking about those things. And so, yeah, it definitely starts with that, being honest and saying like, I'm not having a good day. And I have my friends that are close. My circle is tiny, teeny, tiny.
As it should be.
But those folks know me to the point, if they text me something and I don't respond in the allotted time and they know the allotted time, it's like, oh no, what is going on? Because you always respond. Or if you call and you don't answer, you always call back within this amount. So something's not right. What's going on? I need that. Because I'm not still, even to this day, I have a hard time saying like, y'all, I need y'all to, show up and pull up at the house and be like, what is you doing? I need them to just know that I'm going to do that.
We expect people to be mind readers and they are not. They are not. Yeah. So no, that's exactly where we need to be. But we also need to be able to say, I'm just low vibration today. So nothing's wrong. I'm just chill.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't bring the dogs out.
Not yet.
No, I'm good. I'm just laying down. I'm watching TV. I'm chilling. I'm just on low vibration today. So I think, again, communication and being honest about who you are and what you're going through will save us a lot of headache, heartache, pain.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. Hey, y'all. Come join me this September 12th at the Westin at the National Harbor for the From Breakthrough to the Bank brunch. Get your tickets down below. And I want to talk about collaboration because you hit on that. And I do think that is something we have to continue to do more of. And when you said, I was like, the feeling I had in my gut when I first started, like brand new, like to the building, like I know I want to build this platform. I know I want to build it for us. How do I do this? So there's a couple women out there that I did admire. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask like, hi, I'm starting this. This is new. How do you do this? How do you get started with that? Like, girl, bye. Nothing.
Crickets.
Not a nothing. Not a anything. And it was kind of hurtful because I'm like, but you're posting this like I don't know, you're posting one thing and then behind the scenes it's like, oh no, I'm not finna tell you nothing. And at that moment it was where I'm like, I don't care. If you ask me, Quita, how did you do it? I'm like, girl, let me tell you how. You want to jump on a Zoom call? Let's talk about it. Because I already know whatever you're doing is not the same that I'm doing. And in some way, shape, or form, we can connect and collaborate and make it even bigger. I feel like there's room for everybody. There's room for all of us to grow. And so you should not necessarily hold the information. It takes community. And somewhere along the way, I don't know where that has been lost. But if we just all came together, I feel like we can just grow.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to think of what would have been the root cause of that. And so many things come into mind. But this whole competitive spirit, I mean, it's always been there. Even if you think about the spelling bee when you were in, elementary school, you win the spelling bee. So now you are the winner, the best speller. Does that really mean that? Or you got a word that you could spell that I may have missed, but there's a word I can spell that you might miss. Yeah. And so I think people are afraid that if I show you what I know, you'll do better than I did with it. But it's space for everybody. And what draws people to you is not what draws individuals to another person. There are over 20 talk shows, and we probably watch them all for different reasons. Yeah. So why would I withhold information because I don't want people to receive from you? Why would I do that when people may want to watch your show because your energy, your spirit? Somebody may want to watch another show because of the topics that's discussed. I'm just, coming up with something. But so I think we have to move out of that space, and we have to instill in the next generation, our kids, our family members, because it's not too late. Yeah, it's okay to share. Collective elevation. That's my word this year. Last year was perspective. Perspective saved my life. If a situation arises, I would say, okay, Vivian, look at it from a different perspective. That my blood pressure went down immediately.
I like that.
Immediately. This year's collective elevation. If we all do our parts, if we all share in the same connection, space, energy, desire to elevate ourselves, we can rise collectively. It's so much joy in that. Not just personally, but just as our community benefits from it. Yeah. They don't have to choose. We all can be in the same space. It's enough room. I think that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah. And I'm always thinking, like, no matter who I meet, I'm like, ooh, who can I connect them to? Or what do they have going on that I think that if they work together, that would be great. Like my mind is always going like, how can I help space? Because I just believe that's what we need. And why not? Why not just connect? Y'all connect, talk, come up with I know y'all have something in there that you guys can come together with and work out and figure out. And I'm going to be over here. But I just think it's great to just connect and grow and learn from one another.
Which is how I connected with you. Yeah. Because somebody felt the same way that we felt. I'm not limited to Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here I am in the D.C. area. Yeah. And I'm so glad that, again, I'm not afraid of taking risks, betting on myself, or putting myself out there. So that connection piece is super important. Collaboration, super important. But it all leads to collective elevation.
Absolutely. Now, what would you say to the person that's listening that is afraid to bet on themselves and step outside of their boundaries of their state?
I would say, man, just think about what is the worst that can happen. I mean, if you don't do anything, then none of your circumstances would change. Nothing about where you are would change. So if you are in a position where you desire something more, go for it. The worst that can happen is you not doing it in the first place. So you would be in no worse off. You would not be in a worse off position than you were if you would have taken that initiative. And also, if it's something that you want to do, connect with someone who's already doing it. Again, you may get a ton of no's. It only takes one yes. It only takes one yes that can really change your life. Absolutely. So I would say do it.
Do it.
Do it, like Nike.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it. I agree. Just do it. I would jump on a plane in a heartbeat. I'm like, just tell me when. Okay, so I can work this out, and I'm going to be there because you just never know. It's all in. We're all in at this point.
And I'll go by that quote. I believe it was Obama who said it, be the change you wish to see.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would not be saying do these things if I didn't do them myself.
Lead by example.
I have to lead by example.
Yeah, show us.
So even when I'm afraid, I never wanted to post a video of myself. I was so afraid.
Really?
Yeah. How would I look? Is my teeth okay? You know, just all of just criticism to myself. But I did it. I did my first one, then I did the second one, then I did the third one, and it's getting easier.
Post more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And some of the information that I share benefits somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So if I never do it again, mission accomplished. I get calls or texts, and individuals will say, "Man, that video you posted, that really spoke to me. Really." That motivates me to keep doing it because I look at it and I'm like, why did I say that? Or why did I? But that motivates me to keep going because, again, impact is one person at a time.
Yeah.
One person at a time.
And that's what I always say. If you can impact one person with your story, then you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's someone that's out there. First, everybody's watching. Now, we may post and be like, oh, my God, it only got 100 views. Whatever. Someone is waiting for your message. Each and every day. There's someone that's watching. They may not like or comment, but they're waiting for your message. And I think that's important. It's like people are always watching you and what you're doing and may be so motivated by you. And you may not know it right now, but later they'll come around and say, back when you started, I used to watch you, or I've always wait for your post because I know during the week you're going to say something that's, something that I've gone through, and they're waiting for you. So don't give up. Like, continue to post pretty sweatpants, whatever. Put the content out there.
Yes.
It's going to reach someone. Show everything you're good, bad. Y'all, not today. Even come here, I'm like, y'all, I'm tired. I'm on my way to the studio, but I am tired. But that's just where I'm at. But post, there's someone that is watching your story. I watch your Instagram and your Facebook. You're doing great work.
Thank you.
You're doing great work
Thank
anyways.
you.
And so I'm honored that you are sitting here with me and that you find value in doing that. I don't take it lightly at all.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I appreciate what you're doing. You create this platform, elevating women, not just elevating them, educating them, teaching them. You're pouring into women. You're teaching them how to present themselves in a way that is pleasing to themselves and in the way that they want the world to view them. But it takes people like you to assist people like me. Yeah. Even though we have similar backgrounds. But again, there's a place for us all. And it still goes back to collective elevation. So I love everything that you're doing. Please keep it going.
Thank you. We're going to continue going, building. Now, we have the year that's coming, a few things. Talk to me about just what you have going on and what's coming up for you.
Oh, man. I have so many things like that just gave me sweats. Okay, so again, this is my year of collective elevation. So I initiated a Petals and Power series last year, really geared toward celebrating women in all of our fabulousness, but not just the woman who has already blazed the trail, who is just doing it, the up-and-coming woman.
Yes.
And the woman who's just not sure just yet. So creating a space where those three can interact, again, like you said, connection, you don't know who's in the room. So this Petals and Power is a year-long series, just a ton of educational workshops, healing circles, activities that's meant to bring individuals together, but always working on healing.
Yes.
I always got to put that in there. So I don't care if it's a comedy show, we're going to heal.
Yep. I love it.
But it leads to a culminating event. I do an annual gala. This year's theme is Petals and Power Behind the Mask Masquerade Ball. Yes. So this is for women to talk about what it's like to let the mask down. How do you talk about the fears you face? What are you doing to tap into who you are? How are you handling that? And speaking to our audience about those types of things, all while celebrating, honoring women, looking beautiful at the same time, and being catered to. So this is a space for women to feel catered to. I put everything I am into it.
Yes. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
So that's what I have going on this year. And then by end of year, I plan to release a treatment book.
Okay.
That stems from the splitting image, and just for clinicians to use in their individual sessions. Everybody doesn't have anxiety, depression,
Correct.
Schizophrenia. Everybody doesn't have some of those heavier diagnoses, but everybody needs to work through stress, work through relationships, do some of those other things. And so that workbook is geared toward that level of treatment and support.
Okay, so I need all the things. I'm going to be at the ball. That's happening. And I need the book. So all the things. One thing when you said healing, I clapped for it because, girl, I really believe for us to continue the level of success that we're on and heading and doing, we have to heal. Like, that is the framework. And that is why I have the heal framework. Like, I want to write the book, Quita. I'm like, that's awesome. Let's talk about your healing, though. And they're like, what? I'm like, but we can't work. If you're not really ready to do the inner work, then I can't work with you right now. We have to do the inner work. I think it's so important. I think it's important to just do the work. It's hard.
It's hard.
Hold on.
It's very hard.
It's very hard. Because I was like, ooh, am I like that? Did I do that?
Mirror.
Man.
You gotta have a mirror moment.
It was hard. Like, okay, Quita, this is really all right, girl. Let's work on this. Ooh, I really have to work on. I had to work on it and be more self-aware. So that healing, when you say heal, I'm like, yes, we have to heal and put the work in. As hard as that journey is, I'm not saying it's easy. Some days you're going to want to quit.
Yeah.
Some days you're going to be like, is this really necessary? You're going to question it, but it is very necessary to continue on the path of success. We have to heal.
I take this journey very seriously. I take this work very seriously. And I'm still healing. I've healed in a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm still healing. But I owe that to my experiences as well. When I'm helping individuals, it automatically helps me. Sometimes we see some of those same issues that our clients are going through or people we know are going through, and it speaks back to us.
Yes, it does.
And so sometimes I feel, man, this is unfair. I automatically get to heal, to work on my stuff, even though I'm not the focus or the subject of the interaction. I still get to work on it, and I'm honest about that. I'm struggling in this area.
Yeah.
And I will call up a friend or my family or my mom. I'm struggling today, and we'll kind of talk through it. So I just want people to know that nobody is above it. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It means that you recognize something is going on and something has to change.
Self-aware. Yep. We all are going through something. I say we're all going through something. Everybody has a story and everyone's going through something. And I think that's really important to know. Like everybody has something, whatever level it is. Everybody's working on something and it's going through something. And that is key. We're human. And I think we need to get back to being human. The human part of things, like I am human. They're human. A person I admire is still human, which means everybody has problems and issues that they're working through. So it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay. And I have stuff that I have stuff I'll be working on too, y'all. I'll be like, Lord, what is this? Let me figure this out. But it's a part of being human.
And that's one of the things that the Chrysalis Foundation, Chrysalis Wellness and Consulting Group focuses on, is the people who help the people. So a lot of programming is for our customers, it's for clients, it's for community, but who's pouring into the professionals?
Yeah.
Who's investing into their emotional well-being so that they can continue to do the work?
Yeah,
we can't heal people if we're not healed ourselves.
Exactly.
So that's another important piece. I just facilitated a healing circle. Actually, it was last week, and every person in the room was a clinician. Wow. Can you imagine how difficult that is?
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute.
I'm like, how are we gonna do this? But it was so powerful. It was so impactful. It definitely was some healing that took place in that room, and people didn't know they needed it.
Yeah.
So that's just a good example of why it's important to always show up, always be willing to listen, be kind. I say that all the time. Be kind.
Yes, because you never know.
You never know. Be kind to people. And you know, just do what it is that you were intended to do. Live in your purpose.
You're living in your purpose.
I am living in my purpose. Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
And you're trusting yourself and you're setting the example.
And I'm trusting God.
Oh, yeah. We have to trust in God.
I'm trusting God on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all on his timing. And you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Thank
doing
you.
it for sure.
Thank you.
I want to thank you again for sitting on a couch with me, sharing your story, your journey, and you're motivating. Someone's listening. They're like, I want to do what she's doing. I want to be like her. Seriously, someone's listening and is going to hear your story and really connect to you. Can you tell the audience where they can find you, link up with you, be a part of your journey, and just grow with you?
Mm-hmm. You can find me on Facebook, Vivian Moore, on Instagram at Chrysalis, CHRYSALIS_WCG. And my other Instagram is Dr. Vivian Moore. No space, no periods.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I will make sure to link everything in the show notes so you can connect and watch her grow in her journey. All right, y'all. If you are listening to this wherever you stream your podcast, make sure to leave a review. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. All right, you guys. Until next time.